Well, those of you who follow aviation news closely may just be tired of hearing this type of news again and again, but you could just see it as a sign of desperation from the A380's biggest fan, Emirates. The carrier's president, Sir Tim Clark, has reiterated once again his airline's desire for Airbus to restart production of the A380, a development that seems highly unlikely considering the fate of the final assembly line of the aircraft type. But let's examine what he has to say for today's video. Speaking to Business Insider, Clark said that Airbus is aware that Emirates is keen for the plane maker to resume the production of the A380, the backbone of the airline's fleet. The Emirates executive noted that Airbus could upgrade the decades-old design of the quadjet by introducing lighter materials and exploring next-generation upcoming engines, such as the Rolls-Royce Ultrafan. According to Rolls-Royce, the Ultrafan offers a 25% fuel burn improvement compared to the first generation of Rolls-Royce Trent engines, namely the Trent 700, used by the Airbus A330ceo aircraft family. Compared to the Trent XWB engine family, which is the exclusive option for the A350-900 and A350-1000, the Ultrafan would be 10% more fuel efficient. Previously, Clark blasted the A350-1000's engine, the XWB-97, as being defective. During a media roundtable at the Dubai Air Show in November 2023, the Emirates executive remarked that his main issue was the engine's reliability. While the A350-1000 is a good aircraft, Clark said if the wide-body's engine met Emirates' standards, the airline would reassess whether the -1000 variant would suit the carrier's fleet needs. Tim Clark stated that the engines of the Airbus A350-1000 cannot perform properly, which is why the airline has yet to order this stretched A350 variant. This was not the first time that Clark expressed hopes for resumption of the production of the A380, with the executive sharing the sentiment in August 2022 and June 2023. Similar to his recent comments, Clark suggested the basics, lighter materials and next-generation engines, including the Rolls-Royce Ultrafan. Nevertheless, restarting production of the A380 would be challenging for Airbus. Before halting assembly of the Super Jumbo in 2021, Airbus announced in January 2020 that the A380's final assembly line would be replaced by additional production capacity for the ultra-popular A321neo. In December 2023, Airbus delivered the first A321neo assembled in Toulouse, France, to Pegasus Airlines. The delivery reflected the company's commitment to modernizing and meeting the growing demand for the A321neo, which at that point accounted for nearly 65% of Airbus's A320 backlog. At the same time, Christian Scherer, the chief executive officer of Airbus Commercial Aircraft, told German media that in this industry, nothing is ever ruled out. Additionally, Clark made the point that eventually airport infrastructure will not be able to support the growing number of flights, especially in Europe and North America, where very few airports have been opened and/or expanded in the past few years. The Emirates executive told Business Insider that it would be more beneficial, especially for airports, to have a 500-seat aircraft utilizing a slot rather than a 50-seat jet bringing only a handful of passengers. It's a bit of an extreme exaggeration, but we understand the point he's trying to make. Do you think Sir Tim Clark is wasting his time trying to convince Airbus about reviving the A380 program? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.